Hello Mouses! It's been a while because that's what happens. I've just had an exam. It's my final exam for my law degree, so I am now free of having to revise for anything, which means I can get back to making videos every day. So that's really good. And also, another thing with the challenge accepted for the caffeine thing, I am still immensely full of caffeine. What can I say? I'm drinking it at the moment. So let's have a quick drink while the intro plays. Now the thing I want to talk about today is this idea of privacy, and especially privacy when it comes to being around in the street and seeing whether you get photographed. Now, it's come up a lot recently that people are filming the police going about their duties. They're filming people in the street because they're doing photography or university projects. I've seen a couple of panning shots of city centres just to get used to using the camera on a tripod and panning and things like that. And people then seem to be complaining too much. Well, the police do, but the police do that because, let's face it, they don't want to be watched what they're doing. And to be honest with you, I like to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, not what they think they should be doing. Or, in the worst case scenario, what they think they can get away with doing. So, I'm all for people filming people in the street, that's fine. As long as you're not harassing anyone, then okay. But some people seem to have a bit of a problem with that. They think, oh, you can't take my photograph. I didn't say you could give you my photograph. That's illegal. I didn't give my permission. Well, is it? And actually, it's not. It's not illegal here in Europe. It's not illegal in the United States. Because you have to have a legitimate expectation of not being seen in order to have privacy. And let's face it, you're out in the street, people are going to see you. So, if you're out in the street and someone takes a photograph, as long as they're not doing anything that's considered stalking or harassment or anything like that, basically anything that violates the Protection from Harassment Act of 1997, which I think we've covered before, but if we haven't, here's a summary. If you are doing something that the person you are doing it to, or doing it as a subject of, thinks is harassment, then you are likely to be liable for harassment under the 1997 Act. That's basically how it is. It's very, very broadly worded to cover as much as possible, because that way stalkers can't get off the law. So, as long as the other person's not considering it harassment, for example, it's a one-off thing of you taking a photograph, or you happen to be filming the street and you're just filming everyone, it's not them in particular that you're doing it with, then it's fine. There's no comeback for it. That's how the law works. So, let's summarise what privacy is. Privacy is an expectation that what you are doing will not be observed or recorded by another person. That's effectively what privacy is. You could argue that it has other definitions too, but that's the one that really comes down to what the law is about. The law does not protect privacy. The law in Europe, under the European Convention on Human Rights, does not protect privacy. It protects respect for private life and correspondence, and it protects privacy of the home and family life, but it doesn't protect your specific privacy. It doesn't say this person has a right to not be observed. It doesn't do that, because that would be unworkable in the modern world. And to be honest with you, most of us give up any idea of privacy anyway, with blogs and Twitter and Facebook statuses about whatever you're having for lunch and where you are, and checking into Foursquare and this, that and the other. So, what do you have that's protected? Not an awful lot in terms of privacy. If you're out in the street, someone can film you. A lot of CCTV cameras do that anyway. If you go into a shop, remember that a shop is not a public place, it's a private area that you are allowed access to on certain grounds, and they film a lot because they do security cameras, so you're on there. People often take photographs when they're out and about, especially now we have camera phones in our pockets in most cases, and if you're on holiday, you take holiday snaps, there might be someone in the background. Under no circumstances is any of that an invasion of privacy. What is an invasion of privacy is if you get up in someone's face with your camera and start filming them. It's like, what do you do? What are you doing? What's that? Why are you doing it? Or when you're being arrested by a policeman, you try and take photographs or something like that. Basically, if you're being disturbing and unruly and breaching someone's peace, then you're probably going to be violating privacy. Privacy doesn't have legal standing in most cases, but when it comes to harassment, yeah, they can probably get you for it. Okay, that's all I've got time for today. So that's our law piece for today on privacy. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so that they know what they can and can't do in the street regarding privacy, and subscribe for future videos. Until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson. You're watching the Knob Mouse channel. Stick around for further videos, or I'll see you tomorrow for new content.